Hey guys, it's Nick here, and this game I'm showing you guys today is called Parodius Da, which I believe it means like a comedy or something like that. But let me address the cover art. I mean, just looking at it, I know you can't really see it in this light, but it's one of the weirdest looking covers I've ever seen for a game. Now, this game was developed and published by Konami, and it came out for several various platforms. It was originally an arcade game that Konami also developed. It's pretty much your a typical side-scrolling shooter game, and there are some differences, both minor and major, between this version and the arcade version. I haven't really played or seen the arcade version a lot, but I will name you the differences that I do know between the two. Now, I've also heard this isn't the best port, and that's mainly because this version, since there's a lot of crap on the screen, most of the time the game will slow down, which can be used to your advantage, but it's also a little disadvantage because you want the game running at normal speed too. But anyways, let's check out Parodius on the Famicom. Now, I really have to say I'm very disappointed in Konami. Why? Not because the game sucks, it's far from that. But the thing is that this game never came out in the US. Now you might say, well, it's a Japanese game. Yeah. Well, no, it also came out in Europe. Now, I was going to give them a second chance when they released the Super Nintendo version, but again, it was only released in Europe and Japan. Why didn't they release this in the US? This would have been a perfect game to release in the US. Oh, no, because that would mean they'd actually release a good game in the NES, and all we got were the shitty ones. Well, anyways, I can't rant forever. I'm going to do some gameplay here. So you got, and apparently these guys are references to their other games. I don't know. I always placed the Octopus because I like his theme, even though two of the four characters have the same theme pretty much. Anyways, Bell Power. I don't know what that is. I'll turn it up just a tiny bit. So, first of all, graphics are great for 1990. I mean, I'm not expecting Sunsoft, but they get pretty close to it. Oh, and I died already. Jeez. And that's another thing. That's not just the emulator. It actually does that in the game. So on an actual Famicom, and I know I own one. So that's another problem with this game. So in the original game, there's like references to like strippers. Like one of the bosses is like a giant like stripper or whatever you have to avoid, or whatever. You don't really kill her, but you're supposed to avoid her from stepping on you. And in this version, they replaced her with a clown. Yeah, well, it's a female clown, but like she's like fully clothed and stuff. So I actually only made it past the first level, and then I shut the game off. Not because it sucks, because this game is tough as nails, and I know I picked the easy difficulty, but even with that, this game still manages to be effing hard. But you know what? That's to be expected of Japanese games. It seems Japanese gamers, can never find a hard enough game. No matter how hard a game is, they're still good at it. So, let's talk about the music, because this music actually has an interesting background. Well, the music in this version of the game was composed by Hiroshi Takeyasu and Tomoya Tomito, which are both Japanese composers that worked for Konami. Now, mind you, Konami back then, they even for their NES games alone, they hired over 100 composers to do their dirty work for them. I mean, that's a lot of composers. Like back then, there'd probably be like one or two composers that worked at a game developer, but they had like seriously over like 20 just for, or maybe 50 even. I don't know, but there were a shitload of composers who worked at Konami. But the music in this game, most of the music in this game, like I'd say 90%, shit. Anyways, about 90% of the music in this game is from the public domain. In other words, it's actual music that's actually used. Like, I know the first boss in this game is damn. Anyways, yeah, I don't care. I'll try it again. What? You can't skip game over? What the fuck? No. Anyways, back to the music. And I bet I start from the beginning, right? Watch, it's gonna start me. Oh no, it's starting me off here. Well, anyways. So the first boss the music is "Flight of the Bumblebee," which can also be heard in the NES game Roadrunner, like for NES games, it can be heard in Roadrunner and Adventures or Captain Comic. So seriously, God, I wish I had that other octopus to help me out here, but I don't have that, do I? But dude, the music is kick-ass though. I mean, even for NES standards, they managed to pull off a fucking kick-ass soundtrack. Like I don't know what it was about Konami. They just wow, they just amaze me. I love the music in this game. Like someone needs to make an MP3 soundtrack of this, and I think there is one, but I haven't bothered to download it. Ever since I got Modizer for my iPhone, I don't see the point of recording video game music anymore. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a program that plays like different formats and stuff. Okay, so now I got like a better shot and stuff. So, oh god, look at all this stuff on the screen though. Like, seriously, you're burning treasure chests that wasps are coming out of. Like, come on. Well, this isn't Flight of the Bumblebee. I mean the actual boss. So you're right now you're killing this pirate ship cat. I don't know. I tell you, Japanese people sure are weird, and I hope they don't take that as an offense. I mean, but I mean it's true though. I mean, look at all this. But at the same time, they managed to make some pretty kick-ass games. And, you know, a Japanese friend of mine in my DigiPin class even thought that U.S. game developers make better games. Like, hell no, dude. Or at least back then, they made, you know, Japanese game developers made great games. The Konami, man. At least, let me tell you something about these old games, though. If you think they suck, at least, you know, they don't come with DLC that you have to fucking pay for, and they don't have a bunch of bugs or anything, well, unless there's Action 52, which apparently there's a newly discovered game for that. But that's a different matter all in itself. Oh yeah, so it retreats. You can't actually destroy it, so. I don't know how to use those options down there. I don't know if you can. And mind you, I've been up all night, so it's 3 in the morning, so it's like, you know. But yeah, I have a whole week off of school, so. It's like, here's the boss. And that's Flight of the Bumblebee. The cool thing is that the composer of Roadrunner, Gavin Anderson, actually gave me the actual sheet music he used to arrange it on Roadrunner, so that was pretty nice of him, you know. And you know, he gave it to me as a birthday present, so I really appreciate it. All you have to do is shoot this fat fuck in the belly button, like, and there you go. And that's Parodius Doll. I give this game 4 out of 5. Only thing is that the way the game runs on the Famicom, this is like one of the games that probably wasn't meant for the Famicom. I mean, to be released on NES. I mean, it doesn't seem like this game could really handle it because, like I said, it's got a lot of frame rate issues and stuff. But other than that, I think that they really did a great job of this part. I think they did their best work that they could possibly do. I mean, I don't think any other game developer could have done it better themselves than Konami. That's the other good thing about this game. It's developed by the guys who made the arcade, so I mean, they know what they're doing, you know. So, I'd say if you could find this game, go ahead and get it. But the thing is, on eBay, this game is pretty pricey. I paid, you know, like what, $15 for this. And on eBay, it usually goes from like 25 to as high as like 70, like $80. I mean, it's an expensive game. But let me see how far I can get. But yeah, seriously, I think Konami did a fantastic job with the soundtrack. Only 2 guys worked on the soundtrack. And what most people don't realize is that back then you didn't write MIDI files. You actually had to program the music. It wasn't as easy as just making a MIDI file, hitting keys on the keyboard, and then just, you know, you actually had to, you know, there wasn't a lot to work with back then. So, anyways, let me kill these bees. And this is the level that was supposed to be a stripper, but then they replaced her with a clown woman. So I don't know. I mean, look at this game. It's weird, but it's like a good kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. Something about this game, though. I love this game. It's, well, But it, like I said, it's weird. Like, see that how that crucifix came out of him after I killed him, or he shot his head or something. I don't know what's up with that, or unless Link shoved the Master Sword up and said, well, I don't know. Anyways, oh, and I did see that. That's the problem. You die in one hit. That's what makes this game really hard. Is that, you die in one hit. Well, I hate games that are like that, but hey, what can you do? I guess they do it to add a challenge. Insert. Oh yeah, I was gonna say in Circus Cave where you die in one hit, but that was Kid Cool I'm thinking of. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys are having a good one. I know I am, and I will see you guys later. So, peace out, and thank you very much for watching. Seriously do appreciate it.